Today is going to be a huge day. We're heading off to the other side of Tamborine Mountain to a Vizsla puppy party. Got all the gear with me today. Got the R3, the R5 and the R6, 70-200 lens, the 28-70 and also the 15-35. So we're going to have a lot of fun with these puppies. There's 13 of them. Can you believe it? 13 puppies running around. And hopefully we're going to get some really amazing shots. So up nice and early and straight up the M1 towards Tamborine Mountain. Down this road somewhere are 13 little puppies. About an hour and a half journey, but it was good. It gave me a bit of time to prepare for the photo shoot. So as I mentioned previously, I'm using the R6 and the R3 with the 70-200 lens and the 15-35 on the remote camera. So we're straight into the action. Really difficult one to set up because you have no idea what to expect when working with animals, but the 70-200 lens really doing most of the work here. Having a bit of trouble with the remote camera, getting it positioned correctly, because as you can see, backgrounds aren't the best. So you're really working at 2.8, so you're very shallow depth of field to work with. Really, it's a case of perseverance. So you just got to keep going, keep trying different things, different angles, different positions of the cameras. And eventually, you know, it all kind of clicks into place. So here's a good example of the remote camera view. As you can see, very difficult to control the puppies. We don't really know what they're going to be doing. They're always kind of moving around. We're trying to get them to step up onto this platform, but really the 70-200 lens was doing the bulk of the work here. And get some really nice shots, especially some really nice close-up shots of some of the puppies as they're climbing onto this sort of platform. And of course, using f2.8, we were kind of blurring out that background because the backgrounds are quite busy and we don't really have a lot of control over that because it's you know, it's not my property, so I can't really do anything about that. But here's the remote camera view again, and as you can see, just having a bit of trouble there with the position. So we're going to take a little bit of time out here. We're going to put the puppy away that we were working with and bring out another one and see what we can do. So a slight reposition of the remote camera, made it a little bit higher up and kind of zoomed in a little bit from 15mm to around sort of 25. And again, very difficult to get the placement right. 70-200 doing most of the work. But again, some really lovely shots. Kind of moved my position with the 70-200, so we're getting much cleaner backgrounds now. And of course, we're using the natural light around us. We're using the ambient light. Didn't want to use flash guns and things like that because we didn't want to damage the eyesight of the puppies. Kind of important, really. But you can use flash photography when the puppies are a little bit older. Their eyesight should be able to handle it, no problem at all. Remote cam view again, trying to get the puppies interested. And finally, a little bit of repositioning of the remote cam, getting some really lovely shots of the puppy here standing on the platform. And I think these work quite nicely, especially when you see the end result. The backgrounds I'm not too bothered with. You know, we're kind of blurring out that background, but using that f2.8 aperture, it's, you know, it's a little bit busy, but it's not really that bad. I think we've got some really nice shots there of the puppies. As you can see here, we're just working really hard to try and get the puppy back on the platform again. 70-200 really is the winner because you're able to zoom in and you're getting that much greater depth of field because you're using that 70-200 focal length, and f2.8 is an absolute winner. Those backgrounds are being really nicely blurred out, and of course using the eye tracking autofocusing, it latches onto the puppy's eye, so it's always sharp in focus. And I think we've got some really nice shots there, so I'm actually quite pleased with that. But it's just really hard work trying to constantly work with the puppies, trying to reposition them, trying to get them onto that platform so we can get a really nice clean shot with a nice kind of background. So you just have to keep persevering, really. You just have to keep working hard, be patient, keep going, and eventually you'll get some really nice shots. Just got to be really mindful of the backgrounds. I think we probably could have worked a bit harder to clean up those backgrounds just to make them pop a little bit better. Take a little bit of a time out here. Some of these puppies are getting really tired now. I mean, sometimes that can be a good thing because it's a little bit slower. So we took them outside and we put them onto the grass. It's an extremely hot day, but we took the puppies outside to see what they would do, just for that kind of last few moments, just to get a few action shots. And it was a little bit chaotic, I've got to be honest. I put the remote camera down. I swapped out the 70-200 with the 28-70, which I think was a bit of a mistake. I really should have stuck with the 70-200. But anyway, got some really nice shots. The remote cam working well here with the puppies kind of running towards the camera. That was the shot that I was really hoping to get, and it just about got away with it. So it was really worth putting that down. That was the 15 to 35 millimeter lens, and the 28 to 70 doing a really nice job here. I'm having to crop in quite a lot because I'm using that 70 millimeter. I really should have stuck with the 70 to 200 lens. I really wish I'd done that, but you can see me here kind of in the corner just snapping away. But the advantage now is that I've now got f2 aperture, which is fantastic, and got some really nice shots here of Mr. Black with his stick. So I'm really pleased with those ones. Again, it's all about perseverance, and you just got to keep going and keep snapping away, and eventually they'll get in a position where you'll be thinking that is a really nice composition. So all the puppies back in their pen, and it's kind of feeding time. Most of them were extremely tired by this stage, and as you can see, these photos, not the best environment because we've got this huge light in the background, kind of backlit, and we couldn't really stand anywhere else, unfortunately. So we're really relying on the power of the lens and the sensor to be able to get any kind of quality images here. And I've kind of got some nice ones looking through the bars of the pen, the metal bars. And again, I'm not blown away by some of these images, but it was some of them are usable. And so I'm reasonably pleased with them. It was a good opportunity to try and get some photos kind of looking down from top down. So we kind of tried that for a little bit. So used the 28 to 70, and I also used the 15 to 35, kind of swapped cameras over. And I think some of these shots look really nice, kind of looking straight down onto the puppies. And back to their feeding time again. You can see they're all a bit of a mess now. Milk and food flying everywhere. A lot of fun watching these little puppies. Some of them just wanted to get back with their handlers, but great opportunity again just to try and get some really nice close-up shots of while I'm kind of looking down on the puppies and they're kind of reaching up. I'm reasonably pleased with some of these shots. For the last few moments, swapped out the 28 to 70 back to the 70 to 200 again on the R3. That gave me the opportunity to try and get some shots of the puppies when they're kind of lying down and trying to go to sleep. Great thing about the 70 to 200 and using f2.8 is that you can literally blur out the bars of the playpen, so they're not even noticeable. So that's the advantage of having that extra focal length and using f2.8. Really fantastic experience to be able to do that. Very difficult. Because working with animals is always going to be difficult, especially puppies, because they're just relentlessly kind of moving around and exploring the world around them. But with the right setup, with the right gear, and a little bit of patience and perseverance, you can get some absolutely fantastic shots. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been of some benefit. Really hope you can take something from this video, some of the things that I did. Personally, obviously, able to learn from as well. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.